How did your toxic family member embarrass themselves at a wedding? My brother Nick thought he was God's gift to women and always tried to hit on bridesmaids at weddings. He had this whole routine down: expensive cologne, rehearsed pickup lines, and zero shame. At our cousin Madison's wedding, he spotted the maid of honor from across the church, and I could practically see the wheels turning. "Dude, that's my target for tonight," he whispered during the ceremony, completely ignoring the vows. The maid of honor was stunning. Blonde, elegant, probably mid-20s. Nick was already planning his approach before the bride and groom even kissed. During cocktail hour, he made his move. I watched from across the room as he slicked back his hair and strutted over. "I'm practically the groom's brother," he told her with his signature smirk. "We should definitely get to know each other better. Maybe dance later?" She smiled politely, but kept looking around like she was searching for someone. "That's sweet, but I'm actually waiting for my husband." Nick laughed, that annoying laugh he does when he thinks women are playing hard to get. "Right, your husband. Where is he then?" "He's parking the car," she said, her smile getting tighter. Nick didn't take the hint. For the next 2 hours, he followed her around like a lost puppy. During dinner, he somehow got himself moved to sit at her table. He kept refilling her wine glass and making increasingly inappropriate comments. "Your husband sure is taking a long time parking," he said, winking. "Maybe he got lost?" The poor woman was clearly uncomfortable, but trying to stay polite for the wedding's sake. Other guests started noticing Nick's behavior and shooting him dirty looks. During the reception, he cornered her by the bar while she was getting drinks. This time he was bolder, probably from the alcohol. "Come on, one dance. I'm the best man's brother, you know. That basically makes me VIP here. I really need to find my husband," she said, trying to step around him. Nick blocked her path. "Your husband's not here, though. What he doesn't know won't hurt him, right?" That's when I saw this massive shadow fall over Nick. A guy in a crisp military dress uniform had appeared behind him. Broad shoulders, crew cut, and chest full of medals. He was easily twice Nick's size, and had the kind of presence that made the whole room feel smaller. "Actually, I am here," the man said in this calm, measured voice that somehow sounded more threatening than yelling. Nick slowly turned around, and I watched all the color drain from his face. The Marine, because it was obvious he was a Marine, smiled down at Nick like a predator who just cornered prey. "You must be the guy who's been bothering my wife all evening," he continued in that same eerily calm tone. Nick's mouth opened and closed like a fish. "Oh man, I didn't know she was married. I was just being friendly. You know, wedding party solidarity." The Marine's smile got wider, but his eyes stayed cold. "Friendly? Is that what we're calling it?" Other guests had started gathering around, sensing drama. Madison, the bride, was watching from across the room with concern. "Let me guess," the Marine said. "You're one of those guys who thinks a woman being polite means she's interested?" Nick was sweating now, his expensive cologne mixing with pure panic. "Look, this is all a misunderstanding. I'll just go." "No, no," the Marine said, placing a massive hand on Nick's shoulder. "You wanted to be friendly. Let's be friendly. Outside." That's when Nick completely lost it. His fight or flight response kicked in, and he chose flight. He literally ran, full sprint across the dance floor, arms flailing like he was being chased by a bear. In his panic, he didn't see the cake table. He slammed into it at full speed, sending the 3-tier wedding cake flying. Frosting exploded everywhere, covering nearby guests and the dance floor in a sugary mess. Nick didn't even stop to apologize. He kept running, slipping on cake frosting, and disappeared into the men's bathroom where he locked himself in a stall. The Marine just stood there laughing while his wife buried her face in her hands, mortified but relieved. "Should I go get him?" someone asked. "Nah," the Marine said, already helping clean up cake. "Let him marinate in there for a while." The best part? The Marine turned out to be the coolest guy ever. He'd just returned from deployment that morning to surprise his wife at the wedding. He bought rounds for everyone, helped the staff clean up Nick's mess, and even gave an impromptu speech about love and commitment that had half the room in tears. Nick stayed locked in that bathroom for over an hour. When he finally emerged, the Marine was long gone, but every single person at the wedding knew what had happened. Nick tried to sneak out through the kitchen, but the entire catering staff had heard the story and watched him slink away in shame. He didn't show his face at another family event for 8 months. Even now, 3 years later, people still bring up the cake incident at family gatherings. Madison still sends Christmas cards to the Marine and his wife every year.